Now we're recording. I mean, the less I have to edit, the better. So
Sure, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, how
Hi.
are you?
How am I?
You look very
That's
comfortable and cozy, like reclined over there
Yeah,
in your
well-
little chair.
Yeah. That's Yep.
Aw.
I
Like, I feel silly asking you how you are because we're in the same house. It's like it's not like, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? Tell me what's
Yeah,
new
I
in your
know.
life.
I will tell the listeners what's new.
Okay.
And
I think that's why I asked the question.
the reason that there might be an apology forthcoming. So I had crazy tooth pain at not the beginning of the week. It was like last weekend. And finally went into the dentist to get x-rayed on Monday and found out that I have an infection and that I will need a root canal.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so it's been a rough week because I've been dealing with the pain, and then I did get antibiotics, but that also just throws my entire stomach out of whack. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to get to not be malnourished. Yeah. And then, but I never want to eat anything, but I'm hungry all the time. But then I have to take these antibiotics and then the tooth pain on top of that. Oop. Hi, Cake.
All in all, it's been a not great week.
Yeah. And then my boss at work has been sick. And so we've been having to pick up her slack. And so that's more work hours and on top of everything. So I've just been exhausted, and it's my fault that we are not prepared for this episode.
But that's okay because I have an idea that we should do. I gave you a link last night, which it was very late. So I don't know if you've opened it. I was like,
the link is from Teen Vogue. Hang on.
Teen Vogue. Whoop, whoop.
And I was like, what even are you sending me? Which one?
Well, there's several. The first one is the first one that I also have open currently. And then at the bottom of that article, there are several more. So currently I'm on, well, let me tell our listeners what we're doing.
Yeah, what are we doing today?
So because it's been a bit of a week, what is going on with the phone over there? Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, our Walmart order's on the way.
Oh, cool. And 2 of our chats are blowing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put it completely silent so it's not just like mer, mer.
Okay.
All the time.
It'll
All
just be a loud noise and doorbells when
just
it
have
gets
to
here, even though
pause
we're
when-
like, just leave it on the bench.
I know. Yeah, hopefully they actually do it. The last couple times we got groceries delivered, they listened to our instructions to not knock on the door because we don't want Cake to go crazy and bark all the time. Not that we're trying to be antisocial, even though we are.
We are definitely trying to be antisocial.
But yeah, it's just to keep Cake from barking. We'll see.
Anyway, Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue. Yeah, these Teen Vogue links. Which one do you have open right now?
I have the first one open that I sent you.
You're going to have to give me a title.
I am. 21 questions. Oh gosh, there's so many stupid.
Okay.
So I thought,
dig deep with 165 fun and flirty questions.
oh well.
Are you going to ask me some flirty questions?
Yeah, I might ask you some flirty questions.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm prepared for this.
That's okay. I'm not either. I don't truly understand flirty. What episode is this? 21?
Episode 21, which is funny because we're doing 21 questions.
Yeah, we were.
Did you plan this?
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah. I just thought,
planned it.
because it's been a bit of a week, and I thought, we don't want to skip an episode, but the topic I have actually needs a little more time than I've given it.
Oh my gosh, same.
But I wanted to do, and then I was like, some of our listeners know us well, but most don't. So I thought, let's do a little version of 21 questions.
Okay.
And we might learn a little something about each other. I don't know.
Did you read this list beforehand? Do you have 21 questions picked out?
No, I just thought it would be fun to just kind of zip through and go, oh, yeah, that one.
Okay, we're going to have to keep count of how many questions we're asking.
Are we only going to ask? Oh, let's just.
Well, it's 21 questions.
Okay.
Episode 21. I figure we should do that. I have a pen right here.
Oh, there. That's what I was looking for. I also have a pen and no paper.
I have paper. Hang on.
Okay, good.
Okay, little note card.
Okay. So do you want to take turns? Let's take turns.
Okay. So how are we going to do this? Are you going to, like, one of us picks a question for the other one to answer?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to answer it too?
If you want to.
Okay.
Yes. No, I'm going to say yes.
So
Let's
am I picking 21 questions and you picking 21 questions?
That
so
would
it's
be 42
questions?
which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Okay.
Because I feel like some of these are going to be really quick answers and some of them might be a little more in-depth. And then you could also open the links on the bottom of those pages because they have like this and that questions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this and that. That's fun.
The this or that questions. There's also like some pop culture stuff in there that might be kind of fun, which could be interesting coming from Teen Vogue in 2024.
I don't know.
We could be like, pop culture? This is...
Yeah, who is that?
Who is this?
I don't know.
Okay, I might know some of them on here. Oh, yeah. I mean, some of these might be fun. Okay.
Is one of the links to Never Have I Ever?
Yes. We could throw some of those in there, too.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this is
so
Jess
cute.
and Hids Make a Podcast.
Oh, welcome to our podcast, Jess and Hids Make a Podcast, starring Jess, and that's me. And
I'm Hids. That's me. We are so completely organized and ready for this.
Uh-huh.
Kind of, yeah, sort of. Anyway, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little break from our usual.
Yeah. This is going to be good, but you guys will
get to know us.
Get to know us in the process, hopefully. Yeah.
There it is. There's Walmart.
There's our groceries.
They haven't knocked, but Cake is aware.
Yep, she knows they're here. And we'll just keep vamping until she stops
just keep
barking.
Going.
And then we might pause to go bring our groceries inside because there are refrigeratable things. Refrigeratable?
Refrigeratable. That sounds like a good word. Cakers, they're gone.
Cake. She might still be unloading the groceries, actually. We didn't get a whole lot, but we had cat litter, and those are big.
Yeah. And like, can we just talk about how Walmart doesn't let you say, I would like 3 pounds of bananas? It says you have to count how many bananas you want.
The number of bananas, but they cap it at 25.
So we have 25 bananas, which is utterly ridiculous. Just let me... Okay.
Last time we did this, I wanted to go, Cake. Cake. You gotta stop, my dear. Last time we ordered bananas from Walmart, I wanted to actually go count the ones that they brought us.
I'm going to count them
if they got the number right. Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. So we'll be back after getting in our groceries.
Music.
There were exactly 25 bananas.
Yay!
In the order. And the funny thing is they obviously ripped apart a bunch of bananas
to make the count.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Just do it by the pound.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I want 3 pounds of it. I mean, I don't know. Do recipes say use 3 bananas? I don't know how
it's
recipes
usually
work.
Like cups.
So just, sell it by the pound.
Which is just,
it's just weird.
Everybody just buys bananas by the bunch. They don't like count the bananas.
Yeah, that's very weird.
There's some like OCD tendencies going on there. I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to say I have OCD, but I do have slight OCD tendencies about certain things.
Yeah.
And that, like...
That's not one of them.
That's not one of them. I don't have to count my bananas.
Yeah.
I do have to eat my M&Ms in a very specific manner.
Separate by color and then eat them starting with the color that they're fewest of.
Yes. This is why we're friends. You don't have to slap M&Ms out of your hand when you eat them incorrectly.
M&Ms. Did you just call them M&Ms?
M&Ms. M&Ms. It's all the
Oh,
same
man.
thing. Anyway,
All right, let's do this 21
let's
questions
do the 21
thing.
questions.
Okay, you go first. 'cause
Oh,
this
okay.
was your idea.
It was my idea. Oh man, I wasn't ready for this. I'm just literally gonna scroll down.
Do we want to start with the questions, or let's tack on our whole spiel about like what's going on currently in our Patreon and all that stuff. Let's do that at the end. Yeah, because we're getting into it right now. Let's do the questions. Okay. I'm ready for this.
I'm just gonna scroll down the list, and the first question that jumps out at me, I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
What's the most random thing you've ever bought online?
The most random thing I have ever bought online. That's a big question because I've bought so much online.
I know. I mean, practically everything I own is purchased online.
Yeah. Oh man. That's like asking what's the most random thing you've ever bought. I'm gonna have to.
Okay, you think a minute. I'll tell you. Can I tell you mine?
Yeah.
It might. I mean, anybody who knows me won't be surprised at this, but people who don't know me, I bought a cat skull.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not surprising to me.
And also, I think I have a gopher or squirrel skull that I purchased online.
All right,
I purchased them for an art thing. It's an online art class I'm taking. I got halfway through it and the hyper focus went away, but I purchased them on there to help with structural and shadows. And yeah, they were ethically sourced. I don't know what that means, but
I mean, probably not killed for the purpose of selling the
them,
skull online.
Yeah, so. I did a little dive into the company, and they have, I didn't like deep dive everything, but I didn't just want to be like, oh, some rando is just handing me a cat skull. That would be weird. But anyway, yeah, that's probably the most random thing I could think of, like in the moment. I can't think of anything else, like really.
I guess, I mean, I'm sure this is not the most random thing I bought, but I got like a little mini table saw online. And when I say mini, I mean like it's like less than a square foot of like space on this table saw. Okay. And it's still in the box.
How long
and
ago
right
did you
now,
buy it?
It's only been a few months.
Oh, okay.
But like I bought it because I do want to learn woodworking, and I actually bought woodworking classes online that's a ADHD. You always just buy online classes for things and like, oh yes, I'm going to do that, and then not do it.
I want to ask a highly neurotypical person that question.
I do. Like, I would be very interested to find out their answer. But like, so it's still in the box, and the box is actually by my bed because one of our cats in particular, has chosen this box to sit on. She just perches on it at night while I'm in bed. And she'll get up there and she'll like put her two little front paws on the edge of my bed just to check and see if I'm there. And so I'll like give her little head scritches, and then she just like sits on the box.
That's
and
adorable.
Like loafs on the box. And so like now, even if I wanted to use this saw, I would have to just keep the box where it is at least, and like maybe stuff it with stuff so it doesn't collapse when she gets on it. But yeah. So it's the most random cat bed. It's a table saw.
Random cat bed. Oh man. Okay, so a table saw, and oddly enough, those are a cat skull. Okay. Go ahead. Let's move on.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, this one might be a good one. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Oh, the best advice. Gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one too. I didn't think about the fact that I would have to answer.
Haha. It varies like at different parts of my life.
Yeah. What is happening out there?
I don't know. My cats are being cats.
Cats.
The best advice. Let it go. I mean, that's cliche, but like, let it go. Because it's, Do we need to pause?
It's Kiersey. She's got something. She knocked something off the counter.
This is the chaotic episode, I think.
Yeah. Just the one chaotic episode.
The extra chaotic. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, mine is similar, like letting things go, but in a sense that like you might look around and think that people are judging you, but really they're just as self-conscious as you are, thinking that you are judging them. So like if we just like acknowledge that in a lot of social situations, a lot of people do get uncomfortable, even if on the surface they don't seem like it. Just like know that you're not the only one that has these feelings, and that if we could all just like take a minute and be like, okay, I know we're all sort of in the same boat here. Let's just relax and have fun and be comfortable. And like, you can apply that to, doing this podcast. Like
I stress out so much.
We stress so much about doing this podcast, and imposter syndrome is a huge thing, but we are doing it anyway.
Because we want to, because we've talked about this for several years.
Several years? You make it sound like...
Well,
no.
I mean...
Maybe a year.
No, we mentioned it off and on here and there. It's just kind of been
Since,
the back.
It's been after we started our Patreon, and that's been going for 2 years.
Okay. That's a couple years. Several years. It's fine.
Several. In my mind, several is like 7 or more.
Couple, few, several. 2, 3, 4 or more.
Okay.
It's
been less than 2 years. This is the get to know you episode.
This is where I just let it go. This is where I just listen to that advice.
Listen, we're
and
both
I
awkward.
Let it go.
We're both feeling awkward right now. Let's just move on.
I'm just seriously okay.
No, I think that's the best advice that I have ever gotten, and I don't even know if there was any one particular source that I ever got that from, or just like a myriad of sources and experiences that have led me to continue to remind myself of that. Just like it doesn't matter what anybody else is thinking about you, first of all, because you are not that high a priority in their life. Fact. In that respect, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like people aren't looking out at you to judge you. They're more worried about themselves.
And if they are, their opinion doesn't matter. If all they want to do is judge you, then
does it really matter?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just don't let what other people might think of you stop you from doing what you really want to do.
Yeah, be true to yourself.
Yeah. True to your heart. You must be true to your heart. Da, 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 da.
Okay, next question.
That's a 98 Degree song made popular by Mulan. The 1999 Disney movie Mulan.
Which I saw a grand total of 1 time.
We got to watch it.
Okay, yes, please. I don't know that song. I know the Coursing Rivers. Swift. I'm not going to try to sing.
Oh, that's the True to Your Heart song wasn't actually in the movie. It was played at the end credits.
Oh.
It was 98 Degrees and Stevie Wonder.
I only watched the end credits of Marvel movies. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. And Finding Nemo, because there's all the little...
All the cute little things.
Yeah, the cute little things. Okay, anyway. Next question is mine. I could ask you that one, and I will. Who in your family are you closest to?
Oh, boy.
Oh, crap. I got to answer it, too.
Yeah.
Does extended family
Who
count?
in my family am I closest to? Honestly, it varies.
Your family listens to this.
I know. So thank you for putting me on the spot. I love all of my family equally, and I am close equally to all of them. No, it honestly, it depends on what I want to talk about. Like most recently, I could talk to my mom about anything.
Right.
So I'm going to say my mom. But like I've also been there with my dad, where like I just want to hang out with my dad.
Yeah.
And like I have 2 siblings. I have an older sister and a younger brother. And I'm super close. Me and my sister are only a year apart. So growing up, we were like, celebrated joint birthdays together because both of our birthdays are in April. And like we've always been close. And like she has a family now, so her priorities are definitely with them. So like we don't talk as much as we used to, but like.
And how does that make you feel?
No. I'm fine because I love my nieces and nephews
I know,
too.
they are wonderful little nibblings.
Yeah. And but yeah, like there are things that I will talk to her about that I wouldn't necessarily talk to any of my other family about. And then same with my brother. Like there's an 8-year difference between me and him, but he's a pretty cool guy, and like I love his wife. He's been married a couple of years now, and she just fit right into the family too. So right now, my answer is my mom, but like, yeah, it just depends. It depends on what I want to talk about and the response that I need.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think that your closeness, the closeness of your relationship shifts over time. Like you said, it's, when you were younger, you and your sister were connected much more closer, but your lives have gone in different directions, but you're still like, that doesn't mean you're like hate each other or anything. You're still close. You're just not as actively close.
I have a lot of friends who aren't close to their family members, and like for whatever reason, either like you've just grown apart, or like in some cases they're not close because there are toxic relationships in people's family. And in my immediate family, I don't have that, and I do consider myself I know how lucky I am.
Yeah,
that's not a thing for me.
I love that for you.
Yeah,
I love your family, by the way.
Yeah, they're great.
They are great. I think if I have to answer this one, it would be my mom. And I think that's true kind of through most of my life. Like we didn't have in-depth conversations. Like there's a lot of reasoning behind that, but I'm not going to go into that here. But just growing up, because I was the youngest, I'm the 7 years away from my next oldest, my middle sister. So I was the youngest. I spent a lot of time with my mom, and while my sisters were at school, and then that sort of thing. So I think like my mom was, I also consider her a good friend, we would hang out together, play games or whatever, or go do things and just kind of, just be around each other more. Yeah. I think, even though there were probably times where I was like, mom, I think you always do that, but yeah, I just know like my mom's just like easy for me to talk to. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just can always kind of just be like, oh, hey. And again, like it's not like real deep emotional conversations, but yeah, it's, I'm at a good place with that. I don't mind.
That works for a lot of relationships. And I think there's this whole idea that you have to have deep, meaningful conversations in order to be close to somebody. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Like the deep, meaningful conversations can happen with people you're close to, but like
I have had deep, meaningful conversations with random people I have met and then never spoke to again. Yeah. But in that moment, there's a connection and a profound conversation happened. I mean, I spoke with a woman who gave me a ride one day. I think I locked my my keys in the house. Oh, and I couldn't leave. And a lady gave me a ride to you to get a house key.
Oh yeah, I couldn't leave work either to
and it was just like a short 5 minutes in the car, but I mentioned that I was divorced and happy, and she just was like, "Oh, you can be happy about that." Like it was just there was much more to the conversation, but it kind of ran along those lines. Like it made her feel better. I think it was like the reasonings for the divorce or whatever, but it made her feel better about her choices. And it just 5 minutes, and I don't think I've ever seen her again. Yeah. And, that was a kind of profound moment. Like she thanked me and hugged me when I got out of the car, and I was like, okay. Yeah.
I love that you can have those profound moments with anybody, not just the people in your inner circle or in your family, or you don't have to know somebody for longer than a minute to really strike up a good conversation with them.
And I think that goes back to your advice earlier of not worrying about other people, just like always judging you.
Get over your own discomfort because it's only coming from you, not from them.
Yeah. Because they're having their same discomfort.
Yeah.
So that they also need to get over. Okay, let's do something fun.
Okay, I will.
That was a deep,
I
profound
know.
conversation.
And we
See?
kind of,
There you go.
we did go off on a little bit of a tangent, but that's okay. That's kind of,
Mhm.
that's our vibe.
That's our vibe. Tangents.
Okay, what are 3 items on your bucket list?
Okay. I think they're all.
Mine are like pretty much all travel related.
I think mine are travel related too. Because like immediately I'm like New Zealand.
Oh yeah,
Like New Zealand.
yeah.
New Zealand. That sounded weird the way I said it. Sorry.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. I don't know. It just came. It sounded weird. New Zealand, the Great Pyramids, Alaska.
Okay.
That's just like if those are the first things that popped in my head because I don't actually have a bucket list. I don't have a thing. I just have like, because I think
a
your
lot of
bucket list changes over time.
As far as like things to do, I don't really have a whole lot, but definitely places to see. Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause,
100%.
like my travel bucket list is the only bucket list that exists for me. Paris.
Oh, I would do Paris.
Uh-huh. I really want to take that Pacific Coast train ride.
Oh,
That would be awesome.
We have actually talked about that. We
Yeah.
really need to do that.
Yeah.
Please support our Patreon so that
I
we
know.
can do podcasting full time and be able to travel
Yes,
in our
please.
downtime. Thank you.
And then, what would a third bucket list item be? Because I mean, if I'm in Paris, I might as well just cover various stops in Europe. So I'm counting that as the same trip.
I know what I do. I have a fourth one.
I'm going to say New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans.
I would like to redo
I would love
New
to
Orleans.
do a ghost tour in New Orleans.
You might be able to talk me into that, but it's
Yeah.
mildly terrifying.
My mom would do it with me.
I would do it with both of you because then I could have 2 people to throw at the ghost instead of only one.
I almost had you convinced to go to the haunted corn maze this year.
Almost.
But
And then
we
it
didn't go.
happened and I don't know, it was cold or something.
No, we ended up giving away our tickets to.
Oh, what did happen? Yeah.
It was Tia's sisters were in town.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year, maybe. It's just, I worry that they're going to have clowns.
On ghost tours, they don't.
No, I mean, at the haunted corn
The
maze.
haunted corn maze, yeah. I think there were clowns there, but
Yeah. See, that wouldn't work for me
Yeah.
at all. I do have a thing I want to add as a bucket list, a fourth thing. Oh, and
oh
the
my
kitten.
goodness.
That was
I don't
overly
even know
dramatic.
It was. I don't even know. Oh, the trash can's there. I forgot. I pushed Zarin off the desk into the trash can.
Oh, poor
I'm sorry,
kitten.
bud.
This is the most chaotic
I
episode.
know.
Okay, my fourth thing I want to add to this
Okay.
is I want to travel in the first class coach of the Orient Express.
Yes. Yes. Adding that as my fourth as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna manifest that.
Uh-huh.
It's only like I think it was like $6,000 per
It's
person or
only-
something.
yeah.
I know, but like also, I mean, what is a bucket list item unless it's just something grand, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would love to do that. I think it would just be an adventure, an experience for sure.
Yeah.
You okay over there?
I got some in my eye.
It's probably a Zarin hair.
I'm sure it is. I'm not crying, I promise.
Okay.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. What's the most recent thing in your internet search history?
Well, oh gosh. Can I even tell you that, or is it podcast topic related? Let me open my history. How do I find my okay, here it is.
Okay.
Oh, D&D maps.
Oh, okay.
That's it. But the second one is podcast related and I can't tell you that. But
Okay.
yeah, I am running a D&D campaign on Monday nights. Not Patreon related. I apologize. This is for our friend group. And I agreed to run a campaign. So now I'm looking for maps.
I'm so excited because I've only ever played a one shot that you ran. So this is
I've
fun.
never done a campaign. I've never ran a campaign by myself before. That might have lended a bit to the anxiety of this week is that this is coming up, and yep,
It's fine. You're gonna be
it's
fine.
fine. It'll be good. I have a good story brewing. I wanted to just do a module, but then my stupid storyteller brain was like, no, this isn't good enough. I'm going to homebrew it. So I'm adding my own flair to a module
I love it.
that
I'm
will
excited
be
for it.
unnamed.
Unnamed. I'm excited for it. I have in my history, I have podcast topics, so I can't tell you that one.
Okay.
But then I also have redstone basics in the Minecraft wiki.
Okay. That means nothing to me.
That means
I don't
nothing
know
to
what that
you.
means.
I in an effort to keep my brain off social media and lessen anxiety in that aspect, I've started playing Minecraft again, which I used to play several years ago, and they've changed a lot. Redstone is basically the electricity of Minecraft world. So I was trying to make a railway station. Anyway,
All right.
so there's a handful of people out there who play Minecraft who understand.
Cool.
But okay, but I can't tell you what the other stuff is. I do have some D&D stuff, but it's podcast because I was working on that last night.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Yep.
What's the weirdest thing in your closet?
My closet is very small. The weirdest thing.
I have my answer. Should I go while you think about it?
Do you I don't, some people might consider cosplay weird. I don't, so I don't want to say it's cosplay related because I do have a couple cosplay outfits.
Yeah, that's what immediately popped to my mind about my closet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Where else would you keep cosplay?
Yeah, I know. I mean, if we
The fact
define
that-
weird as kind of not
not regular everyday clothes.
regular everyday clothes, I have a furry bright green dragon onesie with wings on the back.
Oh, okay. I have a red dragon onesie. That wasn't my answer. but-
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, cosplay is just. I have a cosplay cloak that I made that I wish we could just wear cloaks in real life without being thought of weird.
You nerd.
I know. I'm such a nerd.
Just
it's
kidding.
a beautiful cloak. It's quite warm too.
It's funny that I'm calling you a nerd, but my answer is Legolas swords.
Oh, see,
Not even for cosplay. I just bought swords online.
my sword is hanging up, and my Legolas swords are actually on my bookshelf over there. My Eowyn sword is hanging up behind the door. My lightsabers are still in the drawer, so they're not in my closet technically, I guess.
But I have everything else in my closet is clothes related. I guess I have a pull-up bar in my closet, unmounted.
Oh.
So that
there aren't really any doors to, is it a door? None of these doors will work.
Yeah, it's a door mount thing, but I'm like, none of these doors are going to hold weight at all.
And the one brick wall it won't mount to, right?
Yeah. I've hung on to it because I wanted to mount a yoga swing to it, but there's no place to put it. So
no.
Yeah, I guess if you are considering the weirdest thing for me, it would be a pull-up bar. Because Legolas swords, people are just going to be like, oh yeah, of course
that makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, pull-up bar.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Oh, I have to ask you.
This is question number 4, right?
I think so.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be keeping track, but it's difficult.
Okay. Oh,
I squirreled all over the place.
This one I think you'll have the answer to, so I'm going to ask it. If we were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, who are 3 people you'd want on your team? Please, God, don't say me because I will get us killed.
I have thought about this.
I know you have.
Extensively. My dad, for sure, because he's got like an
arsenal.
Arsenal.
Oh, dang. Can I pick your dad too?
Yeah, I guess so. But that means we have to be on the same team. So you would be, I mean, just because you're my friend and I would want you to survive, I would want you on my team.
Aww.
I would want you in my group.
Okay.
If you were talking about a team who's going to do all the decision making and all the planning, I probably shouldn't be on it either.
All right. Pick 3 people and then pick a 4th to be the leader.
Obviously,
To
Daryl
save us all.
Dixon.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say fictional
Yeah.
characters?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm like, I have 3 people in my life right now on my zombie team. Ooh, we're all toast.
Oh, I know. Yeah. If we're talking about
Well,
3.
no, I've got your dad. Okay, 3 real live people. I'm going to take your dad, Jordan, and
Jordan for sure. Yes. Jordan is my brother-in-law.
who else?
Real life people that we know that we're close to, like in town.
Yeah,
Book.
Book. There we go.
Yeah. Book would have the resources for
The
sure.
resources for sure.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
So Book is the owner of the cafe that we work at.
Yeah.
So there's our food storage.
There's our food.
And he is also.
And I'm sure he has an arsenal as well.
Yeah. He's also like a handyman. He can do like welding and
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
stuff.
Okay, we got it.
Yep.
Book, your dad, and Jordan.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Jordan is the one that's going to be driving his truck.
This is your announcement that you're on our team.
Yeah.
We're claiming you.
Jordan is going to be the one driving his truck around picking up survivors because he cares about people.
I know.
And we need that on our team.
Yes, we do. Because we don't know. I mean, I care about people, but not that much.
Yeah. And my dad has the arsenal and Book has the space and the supplies.
Yeah. All right, we got a team. We're going to make it. This is going to be awesome.
Okay. Does Book listen to this podcast?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
Just we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I have a good one.
Oh, wait. No. Do you want to do the fictional? Like, who do you want fictional?
Oh, fictional characters. Yeah. Okay. Norman Reedus.
Okay.
Or Norman Reedus is the real guy. Sorry.
I don't know that he would. I mean, he might be fine.
Daryl Dixon.
Yeah.
Daryl Dixon for sure. I think I would like Mario.
Mario?
Because he knows the sewers.
Mario?
Yeah. He knows the sewers. He gains power from mushrooms.
Okay.
And he can shoot little fireballs out of his little hand.
Well, I like that.
And if anybody is going to tame dinosaurs and ride them, if that's an option in the
dinosaurs in the zombie apocalypse?
You know what? It's the zombie apocalypse. Anything can happen.
I mean...
But I would trust Mario to figure that out.
They've brought back a GMO direwolf, so...
Yeah.
I'm sure dinosaurs aren't far behind.
Who knows? Maybe. What else?
Okay. Daryl Dixon, Mario,
and so many possibilities running through my head right now. I know you're gonna choose Aragorn.
Actually, wasn't, but yes, I am now.
Okay. No, I just saw your little Jane Cobb
Funko
Pop.
I was thinking about Jane Cobb. That's
Jane
so
Cobb.
funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking
All right,
very
I'll pick
cunning.
somebody else.
All right.
Okay.
Jane Cobb is mine. You can have Aragorn.
Okay, I'll take Aragorn.
I'm sticking with my choices.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Hello. How about an actual dragon? Can we just have a dragon?
Can I have an actual dragon? Smaug. I'll take Smaug.
Okay.
Aragorn and Smaug. That seems
Smaug.
Smaug.
Smog.
I think I say it Smaug, but then when I listen to the DVD extras, they say Smaug, and I think it's just the accent.
I don't know. I've heard it both ways, and I don't know which way is correct. And
I'm just going to stay in the fandom, and I'm going to take
Samwise. Sorry, I don't want to give you suggestions.
Oh no, I wasn't going to take him.
We need a Samwise, though.
I know. He could be our bonus 4th.
Yeah.
All right. He's the leader.
Obviously.
Okay. I'll take Aragorn. I'll take Smaug, and I'll take... Oh my gosh. My brain just turned off. Bard. What's his name?
Oh,
it was Bard, right?
Yeah.
Luke Evans played him? The Legolas lookalike?
Yeah. Yes. He was cool. In The Hobbit.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take him.
I like him.
Yeah.
We should watch those movies.
I know. We should. When? Because I can't just watch an hour of it and come back. It's a 5-hour per movie dedication. 8-hour per movie dedication.
And if we watch The Hobbit,
extras,
we're going to have to watch The Lord of the Rings.
Uh-huh.
And that's a whole other, 8, 9, 10
47 hours of content or something ridiculous. I don't know.
Oh, with all the extras. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, I changed my mind. AMR.
Oh, Aomer. Yeah.
I love him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, you didn't choose Eowyn.
Sorry.
The zombie king rises up and says, "No
No
man
man. I'm
can
like,
kill me."
oh, that's me though. I'll be like, haha, I'm
Oh,
no man.
right,
I got
okay.
this from my girl. Girl power. Stab.
She's off
in
with
the head.
Faramir.
Yeah, she's
Being
off with
happy.
Faramir being happy. Let her be happy.
Okay.
Okay. Hi,
All right.
Kaden. Okay, next question.
Do you have a favorite museum?
A favorite museum? The Field, I think. I haven't actually, sadly, been to a lot of museums.
Yeah.
And that's very, very sad. And I want to do more of that. It's usually because when I'm in a place where there are a lot of museums, I'm usually on a time crunch and can't get
Yeah,
to
we
them
can't
all.
actually go visit museums.
But I've
I'm
been
gonna-
to the Field a couple times,
Yeah.
and their Egyptian exhibit is just my little happy place.
Yeah. I'm going to say the Field Museum too, for just like the same reason that I haven't actually been to a whole lot of museums, but I love that museum, and like not even just the Egyptian exhibit. I love walking around and seeing everything.
Yeah, it's an amazing museum.
It's really, really cool.
That's the Field Museum in Chicago.
Yes.
I don't know if I think everybody knows
the
Field.
T-Rex skeleton. Awesome.
I love Sue.
We love Sue.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Field. I think that would be my favorite. Singular. Oh, it's my turn. I have
It's
to
your
ask you. Okay. I'm going to ask you this, and yours is probably going to be, I don't think I've done many of this, but what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I can't skip that one that I can't say on live.
No, it's not a explicit answer. I have to think about it though. Oh man. The most adventurous thing I've ever done. Do you want small town adventure, or do you want like things that made me nervous adventure, or I don't
think
know.
like something that probably doesn't happen every single day and was memorable for you and kind of maybe out of your comfort zone. I feel like that would be adventurous, but then some people are like super adventurous, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Hey. I have a cat sitting right next to my computer messing with my pen. This is a hard one. Do you have an answer for this?
I do actually. Okay, I'll go.
Do yours.
I went spelunking, cave exploring in Virginia. This was late 90s, maybe early 2000, somewhere in there. And it was not like, this was not a tourist cave. This was a cave on someone's property in the mountains of Virginia, in a cave that we had to sign a rather lengthy release form that said if we died that we could not hold the landowner responsible.
Yikes.
We also had a list of things we were required to take with us, including 6 light sources, 3 power sources per light source.
Uh-huh.
So we had and hard hats and gloves and boots. We all there was a list
gear.
and water. We had to take, I can't remember how much water, but like we had like water bottles like strapped to like everywhere there were water bottles. And then I had batteries like taped like around my ankles. I had batteries taped inside my hard hat because you had to have all this thing. We went in, it was about, I think the one person went with us had a tracker. We were about 1.5 miles underground.
Dang.
Under a mountain. And there was a waterfall that we were looking for.
Cool.
And it was like the people who had been there were like the path. I'm not going to say trail. The path is marked, but like other people had gone in and marked other symbols. So we weren't sure which path we were supposed to be following. So we probably took longer than we actually needed to take. But we did get into where the waterfall was. And I have to admit, it was beautiful. It's this big, huge, open cavern. And you kind of walk in and the path kind of goes along, and then the area in front of you is open and drops down very far. Very far. It was dark and our lights didn't hit the bottom. And then above us, we couldn't see the ceiling either, but you could see the water falling. And as the lights kind of played upon it, it just looked like a shower of diamonds, like just little.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because it hadn't rained a lot. So it was still falling, but it wasn't like a rushing torrent. It was just kind of a light waterfall, but it just looked like diamonds sparkling in the darkness of this vast cave. And I think that visual just kind of stuck with me ever since. Yeah, and I think going into a mountain, I should also state that no one we were with was actually a cave diver. We were all just really dumb amateurs, but we did good. I mean, we were smart enough to not do stupid things. You know, we waited for each other. We were careful. We checked our path and all of that. But it was fun. I will never go that deep underground again because we were in there for like 8 or 9 hours. I was done.
Yeah.
That's when I discovered that I do have mild claustrophobia.
Oh, man.
So yeah, but I think that's probably the most adventurous thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's cool.
It was fun.
Okay. Mine is actually cave related.
Oh, interesting.
But not really a cave. So I lived on Maui for a couple months. And during that time, there was one time when me and my roommates and an apartment full of guys that also lived in the same apartment complex that we did, we all went and took a day trip out hiking. And we, on the recommendation of these guys that we went with, went off the trail and into this ravine.
Smart.
And hiked up. It wasn't like that at all.
No, I just meant like, let's go off the trail. That's really smart.
So no, it was a beautiful hike.
I'm sure.
But we went off the trail and up this ravine to an old abandoned mine shaft that they knew of.
Oh.
And we walked. It was just a hole in the side of this mountain and a tunnel burrowed in. And it went for, I don't even know how long, at least a couple miles, just a straight tunnel. There was nothing at the end of this tunnel, which is super weird. It was just like just a literal shaft just going through the mountain.
Interesting.
And all along, like other people had been there before because it was like, it wasn't completely abandoned.
Right.
But previous hikers had built little figures out of just like random little bits of jungle stuff. Debris. And just like placed them. And there were some that had actually been carved, like little wooden carved figures, and just placed them along this tunnel. And those were meant to be menehune. And in Hawaiian lore and Hawaiian culture, menehune are just kind of like little mischief makers. They're like little, I guess, maybe a Western equivalent would be like trolls of the forest or something that just like cause mischief.
Or like pixies or something.
Like little
that.
pixies,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And that was just really fun. I remember as we were walking, just looking out for these little menehune, and it was awesome.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Was it like just like a flat? Was it inclined or declined?
It was flat.
Just
like
a flat.
The hike up the mountain to get to it was an incline, and it was kind of a wet day, and so that was a little slippery and rocky, and like the rain was off and on, so it was still beautiful because we're hiking through the jungle in this rain, and it was really cool. But that, like, once we got up there to the tunnel, it was just a straight shot just into the mountain.
That's cool. I think
really
Hawaii is also a bucket list thing.
Hawaii definitely.
All of my bucket list is travel, but
yeah, it definitely sparks adventure though. Like you can't help but be out in nature and do things when you're in Hawaii.
We should try to go.
Yeah.
Hike, if you would
I
like
miss
to
it.
help us on our bucket list, we would like you to support our Patreon.
Yeah. I miss it very much. I was, like I said, I was only there for a couple months, but I still get homesick for it a lot.
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
Oh, we need to try to go.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
you
did the
asked
adventurous thing.
adventure
Sorry.
one.
Jeez.
I'm going to flip over to the this and that page.
Okay.
Well, some of these are stupid.
Some of them are stupid, but some of them I'm kind of scrolling down through there. Okay.
All right, I'm in the funny section.
Okay.
Stranded on an island full of fruit or lost in a city full of your favorite animal.
Ooh, Lost in a Sea. Because I love my favorite animal would wolves or ravens. So either way, I win. My raven army.
Yeah.
Or my wolf army.
Unless
I
they're
win.
trying to eat you.
Well, they're my favorite animal. And
Okay.
they know that, so they wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally how the animal kingdom works.
Mhm.
I honestly think, though, that I would agree with you because if it's a city that just happens to have a lot of your favorite animal in it.
Like, is that
Instead
the
of
only thing?
people?
It's you and your favorite animal, and that's it?
Yeah. But like,
Heckin' yeah.
I'm assuming that the cities also have restaurants.
Yeah.
And so, like, instead of being on an island just eating nothing but fruit, I mean, I love islands, but I'm going to go to this city with a full cuisine and giraffes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will tell my wolves to leave your giraffes alone.
Oh, your city is nowhere near mine.
Oh.
So-
Oh, sad. Okay, fine. Yeah.
What would that do to the
Ecology of the area?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wolves are pretty adaptable. So,
Yeah.
We can go to the savannah and hang out with giraffes.
Okay. Your turn.
Quick ones. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Agreed.
As much as I love Batman, Marvel.
Only be able to take cold showers?
No.
Oh. Oh, no, I'm
You
doing
have
it now. Oh, Marvel. I said I agree.
Okay, but
Marvel.
now it's
Oh,
my
sorry.
turn.
Oh. I want to do this one then. I'm going to cheat
Fine.
because I
Okay.
started it.
Okay.
You can only take cold showers or you have to sleep without a blanket every night.
Oh my, that's such a hard one.
I know. I thought it was going to be easy and then I was like,
Oh,
no,
no.
it's not.
It's not. I need my blankets,
Do I have pillows?
but I love my cold showers. I mean, my hot showers.
Yeah.
Gosh. I mean, it didn't say anything about not having pillows, so yes, you can have pillows
Okay, I would just have a pile of pillows I could burrow under.
instead of
I
blankets.
don't need a blanket.
Yeah. I might say the opposite. I would take cold showers if I get to keep my blankets.
I mean, if it's an option, if I only have like one pillow, cold showers are fine because I could take really fast showers. I don't
Yeah.
care. I like to curl up under a blanket.
I really like my long hot showers, but I also need blankets in order to sleep.
Agreed.
And I
Yeah,
like sleep a lot.
Sleep is, I like it a lot. I don't do it a lot, but I like it a lot when
Yeah.
I do manage to do that. Okay. All right. You asked me to, and then we'll go back since I did too.
Okay. Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's enough drama.
I mean, there are good dramas out there, but make me laugh any
Yeah.
day, and I'm yours still.
oh, okay.
Not you
No, I-
specifically.
Edit that out. Okay. Next one.
Okay. Okay. Spring or fall?
Fall.
Same. I like the fall.
There's something about the scent that's in the air.
Yeah. And like the changing leaves.
and you're still a little warm, but you're also cool, chilly. Like you can have a little campfire with some hot cocoa, but you can still wear t-shirts during the day.
Yeah.
But I really think for me, it's just that there's a feeling in the air. There's a feeling and a scent.
Yes.
And that's what I like.
Yeah. And after a hot summer, you're just ready for it to get cold again.
Yeah.
Do I go again?
Yeah, 2 of them. Oh, you did 2. You did.
Didn't I? I'm supposed to be keeping track on my little piece of paper.
You are supposed to be keeping
I know
track.
that 5, 10, 11. We've asked 13 questions
And
total.
we've been recording for how long?
Yeah, we're not going to get to 42. We've been recording for almost an hour.
Okay. Well, technically we're at 26 if we count both of us twice.
Okay, so we're doing just 21 questions.
Sure. Let's.
Okay.
This is just really, it was 21 questions, but now it's just evolved into just random stuff.
Which is fine. Okay, I have another one.
Okay.
This one is stupid.
Okay. I mean, it's Teen Vogue, so,
Eat pizza with pineapple or cereal with water.
Pizza with pineapple.
Right, because that's an actual thing. Who eats cereal with water?
If you eat cereal with water, we aren't judging you, but we might be.
We're judging you.
I don't get it.
Do not eat cereal with water. That's so weird.
That is...
If you want to eat cereal and you don't have milk, just eat the plain cereal. It doesn't have to be moist.
Exactly. And you've offended half of our listeners.
Pineapple on pizza. I know this is a polarizing subject.
Oh.
If you don't like pineapple on pizza, great. If you
That's
like
your
pineapple
choice.
on pizza, great. I'll take it either way. Honestly,
Same.
it's pizza.
It's
Give
pizza.
me pizza.
I just wish I could have pizza with red sauce again, and I can't.
Oh, sad.
And it makes me sad because they don't really do a supreme pizza with white sauce.
It's sad.
It's fine.
Oh, you brought the party down, Hids.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to detract from the whole pineapple pizza debate because that has burned cities, but
In my opinion, there is nothing to debate, and it's the stupidest thing to
I
argue
think
about.
it is too. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm not in the mood for pineapple on my pizza, but that's all that's there, I will just pick the pineapple off.
Mm-hmm.
No big deal.
Oh, biggie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's speaking of pizza, deep dish pizza or thin crust?
How deep are we talking?
We're not talking about Chicago's lasagna.
Okay, that is lasagna. That's a casserole.
Chicago's casserole. We love you, Chicago. By the way, also we love you dearly, but I
your
can't
deep dish
call
is
that
not
a pizza.
Sorry.
I love it. It's good.
It is good.
It's very good. When I could eat tomatoes, I had some, and it was delicious. But it's
a casserole.
not a pizza.
Yeah, and you can't really call it a lasagna either.
No,
it's
a
not
casserole.
layered.
It's a.
Also, stop calling layered desserts lasagna because that's not it either. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
I have food rants.
I had a question. I was going to ask you what's your biggest pet peeve, but now
apparently it's
apparently
food.
it's food.
Just various food rants I can go on. I think deep dish, though, in answer to your question, I do love a good thin crust pizza, but I gotta have me some carbs. I
That's
love
a
that
mood
dough.
Pizza. Thin crust is a mood pizza. I have to be in the right place for it. But yeah, deep dish.
Yeah.
Stuffed crust is a bonus.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Can we order pizza?
Oh, I really want pizza.
All right, we're gonna get.
Oh,
pizza.
we have dinner in 30 minutes.
Oh, is it pizza?
I hope so.
Hey,
Probably
Jess's mom,
not.
if you're listening, pizza for dinner. It's too late.
I have
It was last week.
I know. I got a hard one for you.
Okay.
Plants or pets?
Oh, pets.
You'd get rid of all the plants?
If I had to make the choice between plants or pets,
I will
100%.
say-
I love plants, but they're also outdoors. So my pets.
It does not specify indoor plant.
Yeah. I'm just
All
grow a
plants?
freaking jungle
Just
outside.
salt the earth and...
Oh no! Don't salt the earth. We would die. There's literally a movie called Idiocracy about that.
No, I'm saying it
So-
does not specify indoor plants. So are we talking about all the plants?
But are we
everywhere?
saying get rid of the plants or get rid of pets? Like no one can have pets?
I don't know.
That would be a very bad thing.
That is very bad. We learned recently that in the Maldives, pet dogs are illegal. There are no dogs. No dogs allowed
Yeah.
in the Maldives.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Get your ish together, Maldives.
Okay, yeah. If we're
Okay.
just thinking house plants,
Pets.
then pets all the way.
Pets all the way. I love plants.
mean,
I love greenery, but
Cats
pets.
destroy the plants
I mean,
anyway.
pets all the way because my pets have got me through some really, really hard times in my life. And so my plants I love my plants, but they never cuddle.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I could just go outside and get some greenery in my life. So pets 100%.
Yeah. We are at 14 questions.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Fried rice or lo mein?
Fried rice. Oh, no, fried rice. Sorry, I like lo mein too. It's a hard one, but I think fried rice.
I think fried rice.
I go for the fried rice more often than I go for the lo mein, even though I love a good lo mein. Fried rice.
I like it.
Barbecue sauce or ranch dressing?
Ranch, because barbecue sauce has tomatoes.
Well, but you can do some barbecue sauces.
It depends on it. Yeah. I mean, oddly enough, I can do store mass-produced barbecue sauce more than I can do homemade, because it's processed more.
Yeah.
In which case, if we're going there, I would go barbecue sauce.
Cool.
It also depends on what I'm eating, though.
Yeah. That's a hard one for me, too, because it does depend on what I'm eating.
Like, I don't want a salad with barbecue sauce on it. That's just weird. Unless it's that sticky salad your mom makes.
Yeah, with like shredded chicken in it.
That's really good.
That's not barbecue sauce, though.
No, but it is
like
vibe.
A tangy sauce.
Yeah.
But you couple it with ranch, and it's really, really delicious. Maybe we're having that today.
I know. It's always fun to arrive and see what we're going to have.
I think I'm going to say, I can't answer. I can't answer that one. Can I veto that question?
No, I couldn't.
Okay. Ranch. That's a white person answer.
Oh, I mean, you are white.
I know. Yeah.
You should apologize for that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm in the pop culture section, which is like some of this stuff is this or that pop culture. Eddie Munson or Steve Harrington?
Eddie. For, yeah. Eddie.
You okay over there?
Oh man, I love Steve.
I don't know.
Oh man, Eddie's my heart boy.
Yeah.
Is that your answer too?
Oh yeah. I definitely hung out with the Eddie Munsons in high school. I did not. Yeah. I knew the Steve Harringtons, but I didn't hang out with them. Yeah, I mean, I could go through any social,
and I hung out with all of them. Yeah,
yeah. I wasn't like just in one group, but yeah. I probably lean more toward to the Eddie Munsons, that kind of punk.
Chicken and waffles or biscuits and gravy?
Chicken and waffles
all the way.
Real actual chicken and waffles. Fried chicken thick,
and waffles.
Fluffy waffles.
Yeah. Pennsylvania?
We love you.
You know who you are.
We
Get
love you, but that's not that. That is chicken and gravy, okay?
That is chicken gravy over a waffle.
A waffle. We love you.
Yeah.
And it's probably delicious. I'm sure it is. I know it is because I've had it before.
Oh, yeah. I have not had that before, but I've had chicken gravy and I've had waffles, and I'm like, wow, that would be good together, but it's not chicken and waffles.
Yeah. I'm deep south, baby. We got chicken, fried chicken and
on a
big
waffle
fluffy waffles.
With some syrup on it. Nice melted butter.
We are we must be hungry.
I'm very hungry. I'm going to switch off of the food.
Let's get off the
questions.
Food questions. I'm going to go to the random ones. Although some of these are like really dumb too. Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Would I rather be rich and famous or rich and unknown? Rich and unknown.
Rich and unknown all the way. Introverts.
Yeah. It's funny because we actually are looking to get noticed.
I mean, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess if in our sphere of what we want to do in our goals, I would like to be rich and famous because we have the podcast and we have the books that we want published. And we want to actually get famous from that. If we don't get famous from that, that's fine too. Honestly, I just want to not work 90 hours a week. We would just
like this to be our main focus of what we would entitle work.
Yeah. I don't have to be known by everybody.
I don't have to be known.
Just enough that we could do this full time.
I mean, if I were to magically become rich tomorrow and just be like, rich, I would prefer being unknown, just to be left alone and do whatever I would want to do.
Yeah.
Like just to do my thing. I don't want people looking at me and focusing any attention on me.
Yeah.
Rich and unknown. Just rich, and I don't care about the rest.
Yeah. If people happen to notice me, that's fine. Just give me the money. Money first, and then I'll decide.
Yeah.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Okay. If flowers could talk, what do you think they would sound like?
Oh my goodness! If flowers could talk. Okay, are we talking the actual like blossoming flower, or the plant that like the flower?
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't specify. It just says flowers. What do you mean?
Well, like I feel like
Is the answer different depending on? Okay. So the actual flower, the actual blossoming flower with the petals and everything that looks pretty, what would they sound like?
Okay, I feel like orchids would sound like a soft violin,
Okay.
but I feel like daffodils would sound like the brass band trumpets, like that, like exuberant.
I'm here.
like yeah, like just exuberant, like that. Yeah, like the brass section of an orchestra, just like an excited,
Okay.
kind of upbeat vibe.
What do daisies sound like?
Oh, daisies are very demure, very mindful.
I was going to say very childlike.
I could see childlike.
Yeah.
I would say demure children, like not your chaotic.
How does a demure child sound, Hids?
I'm running away from my last statement because I don't talk about children. I could see where you would say daisies were childlike, but I picture them as just very like soft and sweet and kind. Like they would be humming a little sweet tune.
Okay. And what about the plants themselves? Not the blossoms.
I think the plants.
You said the answer was different.
No. Because I was thinking about like plants that don't have flowers. You know, not all plants have.
Well, the question said flowers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Listen, just pay attention to the words that I'm saying. It said, if flowers
Are you
could
hearing
talk,
the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Ain't nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth. Flowers.
Okay, flowers. Okay,
The question was if flowers could talk, what do you think they would sound like?
Oh, talk, and I'm just making them make music because that's what I feel like flowers.
Did you hear my question?
You said if flowers could talk, what would they sound like?
Yes.
Okay,
and you
well,
said,
I would say music.
Plants or flowers.
Okay. I stand by what I've said so far.
I said a question and you heard something totally different. Okay.
Flowers speak in the language of music. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I like that.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
I would agree with you about the orchids. They're very, along with the violin music, their voice is very just soothing and sophisticated.
And elegant.
Yeah. And daffodils, I definitely picture them being like kind of the loudmouth, chirpy of the bunch. Like, wow.
I mean, they're like,
look at
the
me.
snow
I'm
is
here.
gone. Look at me. I'm the first flower. Yeah.
And they have those big mouths. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, yeah. They're fabulous.
They're the woo girls.
Woo.
Woo. But yeah, Daisy is very, very childlike in my mind. Just like the little, they have little kid voices.
Oh my
They
gosh.
could do just little kid voices, and I can't do it.
No, please go on. That's adorable. That was adorable. Do it. Keep going.
And they don't have a big lung span, so they have to take breaths in the middle of sentences like little kids do.
Oh my gosh, that was the most adorable thing
Those are
ever.
daisies.
Okay, I love that. And occasionally they hum little songs.
Yeah, occasionally they sing little songs about little daisies.
I love it. That's adorable.
I think I'm off count because I have 9 questions that I've asked and you only have 8. But you went first.
But I also like.
But you did
But
too,
I
but then I
do,
did
but then
2 in
you
a
did.
row. So I don't know where the count is right now. I'm just going to go with it's your turn, and I'm going to just mark a little check mark right here. And now we both have 9.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to bump over to the never have I ever.
Okay.
I don't know how to
where's
put.
that
Wait,
one?
this is like just.
Well, just
Never
like
have I
you
ever
could just
said
ask,
this.
have you ever?
Oh, okay, okay. See, I never have I ever hung out with a little pack of my friends and played these games before. We were usually out in the woods till very late at night when we probably should have been in bed, but we climbed out through our bedroom window. Sorry, Mom, that you're hearing this. If you listen to this,
Aw, if you listen to this, hello. I've never actually met any of your family.
oh, I know. You should go to Texas with me one day.
Okay. Donate to our Patreon to donate to our travel fund.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. So I just say, have you ever? And
These
you
are
say,
all like relationship.
they're all,
based.
yeah, I know.
Well,
they're like, well, the first little section is
how
not.
you actually play the never have I ever game is the way I learned how to play when I was a child, mind you. So it's not a drinking game, but you like start with a handful of like M&Ms or popcorn or something.
Oh, is this
and
the
someone
social media
asks-
thing of put a finger down?
No.
Okay.
So, well, I guess kind of.
Because
Never.
there is something about putting a finger down.
Yeah, there's it. I guess, yeah, it's similar because you never have I ever, da 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 da.
Okay.
And if you have done it, you eat the piece of candy or popcorn or take a drink or
That's
like
just
it's
far too
it is a drinking
confusing.
game. I know.
Okay.
So just like use these as a. I'm not saying we play the game because I don't want to eat M&Ms
On
when we're
what?
recording, but just instead of saying never have I ever, just say, hey, have you ever
Okay.
cheated on a test?
No, but I have been accused of it.
Oh.
Because someone cheated off of my test.
Wow. Does that count as a question for me?
No, I
Now the count's
I
way
just
off.
added. Now it's way off.
Okay.
Have you ever read an entire book in a day?
Yes.
Yeah, multiple times. There are people who haven't done that. I've read an entire series in a week.
Well, brag about it.
Okay.
I read
I will.
Harry Potter in a week.
It was 10 days, but I still read it.
See, that wasn't a
all.
week.
They were big books.
Yeah, I know.
I would have finished it in a week, but the last book didn't arrive, so
there we go.
there was a
There we
delay.
go. There's the bragging. Well, I could have.
I could have if the book had arrived on time.
That wasn't my
That
fault.
wasn't my fault. Like,
These are all like, have you ever given a lap dance? I'm like, no.
ew, gross. No, I mean that's whatever you do, you. But no. Have you ever gotten into a physical fight?
I've slapped my sister once, but she slapped me back, so it's fine. And it wasn't even a hard slap. So, like, no.
Is this like?
I have always found it ridiculous that people are just willing to throw down at any minute. And I'm like, calm down. Like,
I was possibly a violent child.
right.
I mean,
Well,
it usually started off as tag football and then devolved.
yeah. Well,
And it started off as King of the Hill and devolved.
that is a whole separate thing because those are just games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh no, they
that
were
get
fights in
violent.
the end.
Yeah, but like the
But
whole vibe of like
maybe I should have got into
meet me
hockey.
behind the school after school and we're gonna fight. You know?
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's so dumb.
The,
I remember that happening so much in middle school, and I was just like, these people are all idiots.
when I worked days,
if you are listening to this and you went to middle school with me and you did that, that is what I was thinking when you were ready to fight somebody. I was thinking that you were an idiot. I was there to watch, but
I was going to watch this
I was gonna
idiocy,
watch
but because it was boring. School, man, school was boring. I needed
Yeah.
some excitement. So when I worked at the cafe, when I worked days at the cafe, these kids would come in and they would be like, I can't do that Friday. I've got a fight at 3. And I'm like, wait, you're scheduling
so,
your fights
like-
now? I'm not even going to be mad. I'm not even going to remember what I'm mad about.
yeah.
It's Tuesday and I have to stay mad till Friday when I have this fight at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
What is up with that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
It's whatever.
I was almost pulled into some of those at school, but never. I was just like, what? Meet me out there. No?
no, I
Okay.
don't want
I
to.
gotta go to class. Bye.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I just don't get that. I don't like that. I don't know. It's not there in my head.
Yeah. All right. We have by my count, if it's correct, which is probably not, we have 2 more questions to go.
Do we have any?
I don't like these never have I ever questions. Oh, for friends. Here we go. I was in the
Okay.
wrong section. I was like, these are all just not what I want to ask on a podcast.
Yeah, some of them are like juicy questions, and I'm like, whatever. Okay. All right. I switched to the last tab I have open, random questions to ask friends.
Okay.
Let me scroll through. Oh, that's the one you were on with, because there's the flowers could talk.
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I briefly flipped over there once and saw that and was like, hey, I'm doing that. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. What do you think you'll be doing in 10 years?
I was reading that question right when you asked it. In 10 years, I will be 48 years old.
You're so young.
In 10 years, I still want to be doing this podcast. In 10 years, I'm hoping that we can do this full time in addition to already being published authors. I want movie adaptations of our books.
Dream big, baby.
Yeah. Oh, it says, what do you think you'll be doing?
No, you know what?
You wanted to
Manifest it.
We will have our Scarab Whispers series all published.
That's the one that's going to get the movie.
We will have a couple of cozy fantasy books out there, possibly a series. We will have a very thriving community, not just on Patreon, but everywhere. We'll be on all the places. Book tours. We will either be working toward getting our Blade Dancers series published or celebrating, like maybe those are the book tours because they're just being released in 10 years. It's a big project.
It's a big, yeah.
Cake is dreaming and making little noises in her sleep.
Adorable.
And we'll have a community full of amazing people who love just random things and our books and our podcast. Yeah. 10 years.
All of that is
that should have been the final question.
I think it was.
It was not.
We could, nope, it's not. Oh man, I want it to be. We
not
could
if we want to
it.
do 21 questions.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you
my
lost
count is probably off. Yeah.
We're going to be more organized than we are now. Not too much more because ADHD is still a thing.
I have tally marks. I just think I forgot some. Because, oh man.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
I want all of that. I want this podcast to still be going. I would actually consider like even other podcasts on like more dedicated subjects. Maybe it's all just a matter of time.
Yeah. Having multiple podcasts would be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It would be awesome to do like a not live play, like a actual play D&D podcast, but like I'm going to be picky about who we invite.
Yeah,
to do that
would be,
us.
That takes a lot of planning, I feel like.
Yeah.
And a lot of
it has to be someone like it is way more casual and stress-free playing, not recording.
Right.
And not for public, view.
Yeah.
So that it's going to be, we will have to be fine with doing that with a public audience in mind.
Yeah. And we'd have to have a curated group, I would say, that of people who would also be fine in public view.
Yeah.
And I mean, just throwing this out there, that those D&D podcasts and videos are all much more scripted than you would expect.
They are. And
it's okay. I understand. Like
I know they get a lot of hate for it. Like people hating on Matt Mercer all the time or Critical Role.
Because they're the big ones. They're famous.
But they tell an amazing story. So like,
and that's why people listen.
That's why people listen.
And I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like I honestly don't mind it.
Yeah.
I love the stories that they tell. And granted, I haven't listened to all of their stuff, but I love their stories, and that's why you listen to that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And if I had a good group, like we were talking about, like that would be fun to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be super fun to do.
Yeah. We just wrapped up.
Oh gosh.
We just wrapped up
My
a
emotions.
year-long
We still have one more session.
cryptid campaign. And I'm going to go ahead and say that we told an amazing story. And it's not,
It
definitely
wasn't our
not
story.
all on us.
No.
Like the group that we had made it amazing. And we got so much inspiration from our players. They're the ones who drove the story. We just had a bad guy. We had a big bad in mind and their goal. And we knew what they would try to do in order to achieve that goal. And we were like, in the meantime, we have our characters that can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters are who told the story. And I think that would be awesome to be able to share something like that.
Yeah.
I think we captured lightning in a bottle for this one.
I really think we
And
do.
we're not
I
going to be able to recreate it at all.
No,
but-
one of our people actually put it like perfectly is we provided a skeleton and the characters and the players provided the bones and or the muscles and the tissues and everything that made it real, brought it to life.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We captured lightning in a bottle. It's the only way to say it. This is such an amazing group. And watching not just the characters kind of grow with the story, but the players themselves. We had some timid players who the majority of our players had never played D&D before.
Yeah.
And watching them learn, watching them kind of come out of their shells and move away from what they thought they should be doing to what they wanted to do as their character, not as their player.
And like 9 times out of 10, seeing someone come out of their shell, it was in those moments where they stopped looking at their character sheet to figure out the mechanics of what they could or couldn't do within the rules of the game. And they thought, what would my character actually do in this situation? And that's what I love about the style of gameplay that we have.
100%.
Because it's always rule of cool over rules is written.
Yes.
Yeah. And I loved seeing those moments when people would actually you could tell that they're like, oh, no. Because none of this, seeing all of these words on a page and all of these numbers on this page does not make sense to me. So I'm going to think about what my character would actually do. And then that's our jobs as DM to be like, okay, here's how you do it and make it work in this game. So I loved that style of gameplay worked for our people.
You know, we do what they call homebrew. We kind of make the story up within the frame of the loosely quote unquote rules of the game.
Yeah.
That just opens up so much more storytelling and character development and growth, and where you actually get to know your character as a person.
Yeah.
And I have laughed, I have cried over the past year. I mean, I have like gotten choked up reading. We had different arcs and we'd read little epilogues after each one, and it was just
we'd cry every time. And we're going to have to do it again on Tuesday.
We're recording this on Sunday. Tuesday's our final game because of the way that we had 18 players. So
yeah,
it's an emotional
It's
time,
been crazy.
and I think you get that when you have a story driven campaign.
Yeah, you get way more invested in it. And for a lot of our players, this was their first campaign ever, like start to finish.
And I didn't realize, like, people were in the chat saying, "This is the first time I've completed a campaign. This is the first time I've gone past this level character.
And this is the longest I've ever been with a single character."
And that's just,
it's great.
I'm happy to be a part of that.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
It's
Anyway,
crazy.
that was a tangent.
That was a long tangent on where you want to be in 10 years.
Yeah,
I kind of want all the same things you said, the books, the podcasts, the community. We have a community. It's a small community and I love it. I would like it to grow and expand.
Yeah.
And travel. I mean, I just want to travel. That's,
oh yeah.
If I could do a travel podcast, I would do a travel podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
I just,
Unfortunately, we don't really travel enough to do a travel podcast.
I mean, I would like to go to that place
We have our travel
thing.
card, which is basically, here's a cool thing I learned about this place that I've never been to.
that I want to go to now and learn more about. But yeah, I think, I just want to keep doing this. I want this to become full time.
Yes.
And we're going to manifest that and put it out there.
Yeah. So since this was not a usual episode, we don't need to draw cards because we have our topics for the next episode already. I mean, not ready, which is why we're doing this, but
I mean, I'm almost.
but we already have them.
I'm almost ready, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I was doing research at 2 a.m., so I may not be ready as I thought.
I have a bunch of links. I just need to compile them and organize my thoughts on my subject. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we end with the war members, and no, let's tell people where to find us first.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a shout out actually.
Oh,
we do have we're gonna call this our a sponsor.
What?
I just want to give a shout out to our friend Nicole, in Aurora, Colorado.
I would like to bump in here and say Nicole brought such lovely gems as our Logomnesia episode and our phobia episode.
Yeah.
They were both her suggestions. So thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
And we would like to give her little business a shout out.
Geeks Haven Massage. If you're in Aurora, Colorado or in the surrounding areas, I highly suggest you check her out if you're looking for a massage therapist. I have had a massage from Nicole and fabulous. I don't know. It was great.
Yeah.
I was in pain and she made it stop. And that was what I wanted in that moment. So
she also makes her own essential oil blends and they're perfect.
yes,
They're great.
She's just wonderful. So we wanted to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
So Geeks Haven Massage, you can find her on Instagram as well. Geeks_Haven_massage.
Sweet. Yay. Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole. And you can follow Jess on Instagram.
At Jess Wetton. Super original, I know.
Super original. And I am at createart_drink_tea.
And our joint account is at Jess and Hids Make Words.
Because that's what we do. We just make words.
Yeah. We also have a new TikTok account. Still haven't done anything with it, but feel free to follow us. We did get a new follower. Did you notice?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. It's because I don't go on TikTok.
Yeah. It's
But
a mutual friend. It's someone
okay.
we know.
Cool. We
Yeah.
wanted to try to do that. So we are, what's our tag on that? It's, I think it's just at jess.hids.
Think so.
We are really hip and up with the social medias. Oh, no.
Wow.
She likes Stray Kids. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. It is at jess.hids on TikTok.
Sweet.
If we do TikToks in the future, they will probably be cat related. Get to meet Zirin,
Yeah.
our little deaf boy, who is currently asleep in the
Sound
most
asleep right now.
awkward angle. Anyway, so yes.
Yeah. Find us there. You can also find us on all the other social medias. Just look for Jess and Hits Make Words. Follow us on Patreon. That would be awesome. You don't have to sign up for a paid subscription. You can follow us for free. You can find us at patreon.com/jessandhids. If you would like to sign up for a subscription, you can. And if you sign up for a year-long subscription, you can get 15% off. And at our lowest tier, that's only $30. You can have a whole year of the chaotic tier of our Patreon for $30. So yeah,
And that would
our next highest tier is $10 a month. I don't know the year amount with the 15% discount. And then we have our highest tier at $20. So yeah,
and they get all the things.
Yes. Blade dancers get, that's our $20 subscription. They get quarterly merch mailings. We give them 3 little bits of merch, one for each month in the quarter. Wolfborn, our $10 subscription tier, gets monthly postcards from us.
We also do monthly, or twice a month, we do a tea time live on YouTube where we sit and chat and just talk about whatever. And then once a month we do that. Twice a month is for the Wolfborn and Blade dancers. And once a month at the end of the month, we do an all patron tea time where we talk with everybody, our chaotics, our Wolfborn, our Blade dancers. And it's fun. And we just chat. You can ask us questions about anything. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We
on the all patron tea times, we have a bingo game that we do. And we send out little prizes for whoever wins that too. So that's a lot of fun.
That's a little fun.
Yeah.
We also have going on for the month of April our scavenger hunt.
Oh man, it's going good. We got a lot of videos from a couple people. They both signed up for the hunt, and they both live in the same area, and they met up for the day and just went out around the town and did a bunch of scavenger hunt stuff. So we were hearing from them all day.
It's hilarious.
And we were like, this is so much fun. Like, it's a lot of fun. And you don't actually have to be a paid Patreon member to participate in our scavenger hunt, but you do have to pay to participate in the hunt. It's in our shop on Patreon. It's $5 for access to the scavenger hunt list, and we create a little folder for you to submit your pictures and videos or whatever your submissions are in a Google Drive. And
We have some fun prizes. We have a little raven, a 3D printed raven trophy, and some other fun little odds and ends for first, second, and third place.
Yeah.
So you can find that at patreon.com/jessandhids/shop.
Yes. This is different from our merch shop, which is a printful shop, which
Is on our website at jessandhids.com.
is on our website. Yeah. So if you're looking for the scavenger hunt, go to Patreon. If you're looking for our merch, go to our website, jessandhids.com. Sorry, it's confusing with so many places to go, but we kind of have to spread out because we don't have the funds to put everything all in one place yet. So
we're getting there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But it's fun. But I think that's it. I hope that wasn't super confusing. We'll find a way to streamline all of that, but we have a lot going on. We are going to release our first 5K registration
on the 15th. That's another thing that's going up in our Patreon shop. Yeah, we don't actually have the metal prototype yet.
We should have it by
I don't know. I don't want to say
I don't want to say a date,
anything because it's
Soon.
still very much up in the air. We do have we don't have a prototype yet, but we are going to go ahead and open up registrations because we've heard from several of our Patreon members saying that they're going to register whether or not there is a picture available of the medal that they're going to get. So like there will definitely be a medal, but we're going to go ahead and open up registrations on the 15th, and we will let you guys know as soon as we have an image of the medal.
So by the time this is out, it will have opened.
Oh, yeah. This comes out on the 17th.
Yeah. So go to our shop, patreon.com/jessandhids/shop and register for our 5K.
Yeah. And this is a virtual 5K. You can do it literally anywhere, doing anything. You could dance for 5K.
You can break it up
5K mile.
into half-mile increments. You can break it up into walking your dog. You can get on your treadmill.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. Go walk around the mall.
We're not going to.
You don't have to prove it to us that you did it.
Encourage movement.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get the medal, and there will be a T-shirt forthcoming, and we'll have more information about that.
And
later.
then also a portion of the proceeds will go in with our regular quarterly donation. And this quarter we are donating to the National Parks Foundation. You can find them at thenationalparksfoundation.org.
Okay, I think that's all the things.
All the things.
We could do warm embers.
Warm embers. I don't know. My shout out is the warm embers of, we hit 1,000 downloads on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify is still the leading app where we get downloads, and we hit 1,000 this week. It was just Friday,
I think. Yeah, Friday or Saturday we hit 1,000 downloads just on Spotify. We're over 1,200, close to 1,300 total.
Yeah.
But thank you to everyone who downloads. Thank you to everyone who shares our podcast with their friends and family. We appreciate you guys so much.
So much.
And I think that's it. Just thank you. Always from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for being here.
Thanks. We'll see you next week. Not see you, but
we will talk with you next week.
You'll get to hear our lovely voices. What flowers do we sound like? I'm gonna let our audience answer that one.
Yeah. Tell us what flowers you think we are.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, we'll catch you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.